Well, Saturday night racing goes to the Triangle. Albion Park under renovation, so the major meeting of the week at Redcliffe. There's a 9-event program, the first at 5:35, and we're going to try and spotlight some winners for you, talking to Narissa McMullen, Nathan Dawson and Adam Sanderson. Well, Narissa McMullen joins us now. First up, let's talk about race 2. You're on Flying Wingard, drawing the inside of the second.
Yeah, he's been racing quite well. His form's really good around the smaller tracks, so Redcliffe suits him. We're following out a horse that's not brilliant out the gate, so we may end up 3 back on the fence, but with a little bit of luck, I think he'll be finishing off really strongly.
So you'll be looking for the lane in the final part?
Yeah, hopefully we can get up the inside in the last bit and he'll get home really good.
Speaking about the inside of the second, a little later in the third, you're driving Ranfurly Rules, who's also drawn the 7.
Hopefully this time we'll be behind the leader rather than 3 back, but no, he's also racing well, went really good last start, and I think he's definitely a good chance.
And a little later in the program, race number 9, in fact, Quietly Spoken, the mare.
Yeah, she's going well too, this trotter. It's over the 2600, which doesn't really worry her. She's got to be driven a little bit quiet, but she'll finish off well with the right trip.
So you're coming off the 10 metres mark, you won't be rushing in the early part?
No, I think it's best if I don't bustle her too much early and just let her run home.
Well, Nathan Dawson has a good drive in race number 2, CC Jones, who looked good when he won 2 starts ago.
Yeah, that's right. He had a nice run in that race, and hopefully with a good barrier on Saturday night, we should be able to go far, pretty close.
Well, you've drawn the inside on Saturday night. Do you think you'll be able to make use of it?
He's got a good early speed. He's probably not the safest horse. Probably around the first corner, we have to just take it steady, but hopefully out the mobile, we might be able to get enough start to hold the lead.
And a little later in the program, in race number 4, you're driving number 4, Sean Trey. Any early ideas on what you're going to do there?
Probably just let him roll forward. He likes to roll along in his races. He's going quite well, even though his form doesn't suggest that, but hopefully we get a bit of luck in the run and we'll be there in the finish.
So the tighter Redcliffe circuit should probably suit him?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, if he happens to find the front, it's going to be hard for them to get round him here. As everyone knows, the advantage here is in front, so touch wood, we can find the front.
Adam Sanderson has some good drives at Redcliffe on Saturday night. In race 4, you're handling Dream to Share, who's drawn the 6, so you might have to do a bit of fancy steering in the early part.
Yeah, that probably looks the case, but he's a horse that sits sprints pretty good, so if luck comes our way, he'll definitely be able to capitalise.
Do you think there's enough speed in front of you?
Yeah, there looks to be a bit of pressure, so fingers crossed they attack each other and set it up for us. So that's just going to be it. If he gets the luck, then we get the luck. If not, then there's always next week.
Well, a little later in the program, in race 7, you're driving My Master Craftsman, and you've drawn the inside of the second, so you probably already know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, pretty much. We've got to rely on luck. So I haven't driven this horse for a long time, but he's an old favourite of mine. So hopefully we can reconnect. A bit of old form.
And in the final race, the race for the Trotters, you're on Miracle Rising, who you've had some experience with.
Yeah, no, I tip him out every week, and he's let me down a couple of times, but he galloped from the stand last week. He's a bit fresh, so hopefully that run under his belt, his manners are a bit better, and his best is good enough to take this. So hopefully, he brings his A game.
Well, I hope that's delivered some clues for you. The thoughts of Narissa, of Nathan and Adam, all with good chances at Redcliffe on Saturday night. My best, I thought we might strike while the iron is hot and very early. Race 1, number 1, Macao. I've made my best bet of the night. It's Redcliffe on Saturday night. There's 9 on the program on the Peninsula.